Okay, y'all, we live. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, Spark.
Hey, listeners. Hey, panel.
Hello.
All
Happy
right.
Sunday.
Yes, yes.
It's Sunday, but it's not a happy Sunday because already it's going to be Monday, and it was just Friday 2 minutes ago.
Yeah,
I
no,
know.
that's true.
Shit.
It went by so quick. So here we are. Okay, so today, I know I put in a description that we were going to talk about some trending topics,
Hey, Chris.
some relationship. Hey, Chris. Relationship stuff, and then more. So, if you guys have some topics that you want us to touch on, then absolutely put that in the chat and we'll touch on it. And we appreciate y'all for coming. Thank you. Anybody else want to get in there and say anything?
Queen.
Huh?
I didn't know if you guys wanted to say anything before we get started.
No, I'm good.
Lexi?
I don't have anything to say.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I don't know which topic you guys want to start off with. Should we talk about like relationships and knowing when to let go? Maybe.
Yeah, that's very important.
Mhm. So maybe we can start there. Um, I know that everybody's been talking about the relationships of people that are in the media, celebrity status, people that are well known, and it just seems like sometimes the relationship becomes very toxic, right? Either they're arguing all the time, or the kids are in it. You got the internet a part of it, arguing all the
Wait a
time,
minute.
or
My
the
iPod just
kids are
came on
in
by
it.
itself. Okay, I'm
You got the
sorry.
internet.
Hey, Sports.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like all of that makes the situation bigger and sometimes worse than what it was in the beginning, if that makes sense.
It makes a whole lot, heap of a lot of sense. It's like as far as love is concerned, like people don't know how to really respect that and
Mhm.
act accordingly as far as with one another. I think that people need to stop airing out all of their business online.
Mhm.
What goes on with you and your significant other should be personal between you and them. I don't think it should be aired out on any platforms. That makes it even worse. So,
Mm.
you got a lot of these murders happening between couples, and now they're involving the children, and it's just getting really, really ugly. Um, I mean, I think we went as far as we can go with the disrespect and people taking things personally to the point where somebody dies, that we should know better from now on.
Mhm.
Hey, Nene. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Nene. I just feel
Hey,
like
Sports. Hey, Nene.
going
Hey,
that
Spark.
far, as far like killing somebody, or really getting in and beating them, really bad, you should at some point figure out that, hey, it's time to let go. You can raise your kids, separately. You don't have to be together in order to raise the children. So you can't use that as, the excuse to stay together or to stay in this toxic relationship, because it's too many people out here, dying and murder suicide and all this other stuff.
And also, too, what I've noticed is like people are like either killing their spouse or killing their spouse and then them. It's like, well, what's so hard about just getting a divorce and just, like why you got to kill them and why you got to kill yourself? Like, it's never that serious.
It
I mean,
looks
I
like
know like breakups are hard, but you'll get through it.
it looks like people don't know how to handle their pain. Like,
Yeah.
because NC was just saying when enough is enough, like you should know when to leave. But sometimes people try to leave and then the person wants to kill them. Like, it's
Mhm.
even getting to that type of stuff now. So, I mean, I think you should look out for the red flags early in the relationship. Yeah, it's good to be coupled up and maybe clingy with your boyfriend, but when you start seeing or girlfriend, but when you start seeing strange things, it's time to hit the road. Like, you gotta shut that shit. You gotta try to shut that shit down early.
Mhm. Exactly. Hey, Toya.
Hey, Toya.
Toya.
My voice
That's
is ugly.
exactly right. You know, so there was just I was listening to a story that was on. I think the page is called The Family. I want to say.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
watch him.
And he was saying how the the mother, the son's mother, was like pushing him to kill his baby mama in a Home Depot or something. Like she worked at the Home Depot or something like that.
Mhm.
Yep.
And it's
Mhm.
like he wanted, I guess he wanted custody of the kid, and she didn't want to be with him. Whatever the case was, but I'm like, you as a mother, right? As a mom, what you pushing your son to do that for? And she was ignorant and talking to him. So you know what kind of household he was in or he grew up in while she's pushing him to go and do this. And then you have the nerve to be at this girl's balloon release holding your
Yeah.
baby. Like, where you
That's
do that?
These people is mentally ill and slow.
Hey, AZ.
Hey, Hazy King.
Hey, AZ.
These people is mentally ill and they slow in the mind, and people will be
Mhm.
thinking like it's just a person is stupid, but sometimes these people is off. Like who gonna tell their son to go kill somebody over a child custody case, and
Right.
then be there at the balloon release like nothing, like you sick?
Yep.
Mhm.
Then she tried to get a bun.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And it's like you think about. So, what's your opinion on, yeah, as we grow up we have our own mind, we're able to change our thinking process, all of that, but what do you say about somebody? Would you have leniency with them? Hey, Durkee.
Hey,
Hey,
Dirty.
Turkey.
Have leniency with them because they grew up in a toxic household. They grew up with somebody telling them the things that we find out that his mother, was telling him. So that kind of messes with your psyche. And I'm not saying anything is okay to do. That was not okay for him to do. But would you have any leniency against him knowing that his mom was that way?
No, because your mom is that way, but just the way you can be raised a certain way at home,
Mhm.
and you pick up bad habits outside, but you know better.
Mhm.
It ain't no whole bunch of people mamas telling them to kill their baby mama. You knew better.
Right.
Right. That's
Queen.
right, AZ King. Racism has no limit. Exactly. Exactly. And it's like men and it's women. And it just makes you think, now, who's what does this baby have? I don't know if that girl has family, but you got this baby who does not have a mom, does not have a dad, and does not have the grandmother that we know of. So, what do you think that's going to do to that kid as they grow older?
They don't even care.
Right,
At all.
right. And, also like the murder suicide stuff, like, how do you, in your right frame of mind, think that, you know what, if I can't have you, nobody can, but you thinking about your kid because you don't want anybody else to raise your kid? What? Somebody else is gonna raise your kid now because you took the mother out and then you took yourself out.
Exactly.
Those are weak people.
Right.
They
But
can't handle pain.
he had a pattern of that.
Mhm.
Like I think he had two or three charges with other girlfriends.
Hmm. Hey, Coach Carolina.
Well, why was he
Like
home?
cool.
That's another thing. The Lord does not take these type of situations, whether it's a man in danger or a woman in danger, seriously. It's
Mhm.
like they just, like it's a joke or something. It's not. You know, if somebody's threatening somebody with a gun and telling them they're going to kill them, they shouldn't
Mhm.
be able to get out the same night or 2 days later.
Right.
No bun at all.
Mhm. Because we talked about, remember last time we were talking about that lady who was in the military and she moved to another state to be with a boyfriend, her and her daughter, and he ended up, killing her and the baby.
Yep.
And it's
It's,
like she had interaction with the police but she didn't want to leave. She felt like she shouldn't be the one to leave.
She was worried about her money that she had paid. What
Mhm.
is more important, you and your daughter's life or your money? Like
Yeah.
this,
Mhm.
you have to have discernment in certain situations. And it's like these people don't have common sense.
Right. Right.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't have gave a damn about no money.
At
This
Yeah.
man,
all.
yeah, come on, you putting a gun in my daughter's here? Like fuck me.
Mhm. Mhm. Because you know how that saying is, like, if you have somebody that owes you money and they keep trying to dodge you and dodge you and dodge you, and I feel like I just got rid of somebody that wasn't right for me for whatever that little bit amount of money was. That's how I feel about it. You can
That's
have,
right.
and now I don't have to worry about you anymore.
You can
That's
make
right,
that
Chris.
money back.
Kids come before everything. Hey, Justy,
Just the
you know. So I don't know. It's kind of weird for me that you know, as women, we you become blinded by what's in front of you sometimes, and you the first thing out of your mouth is, I was watching one of these little videos, and the girl was sitting in a car with her friend, and the guy was banging on the door with his gun, and he like, get out the car, give me my keys, I want to go get my stuff, and she's like, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it. They arguing back and forth,
I
right?
think I put that in the chat, didn't I?
Yeah, I think so. And the
Yeah.
girl, her friend, is holding the phone recording this, right? So the girl gets out the car. She arguing with the guy. He like, give me my stuff, give me my stuff. Open the door. Just give me the keys and all this other stuff. You're not gonna pull off. He threatening her, right? The girl, they keep going back and forth. She ends up getting back in the car with the friend. The friend is still recording, and she's saying, if something happened to me, this is what happened, and this is his name, and all this other stuff, right? Then the the guy shoots at the window as the girl is like, "You shot at me before. You gonna shoot at me again? You don't love me? What?
Okay.
What you mean?"
Then
These
he
people
chased
is
her.
crazy.
He chased her with that.
Like, what you mean, girl? You gonna let? First of all, he shot at you one time. Why were you with him again? And then secondly, the first thing that comes out your mouth is, "You don't love me. You
Okay.
don't love me." You should say, "You don't love me, bro. You don't love me, bro. You just pretending." What?
See, he shot at her 3 times out there
See?
because she got out the car and ran.
Mhm. Mhm.
That was
That's right.
crazy.
But then, what does that say about the friend? I see him with a gun. I'ma just sit in the car and just record. No, girl, you on your own. Why is
Okay.
you?
These people are slow. I'm telling you, they slow.
Exactly. AZ, right. Maybe she likes dodging bullets. I mean, something is happening. Like, we cannot, I just feel like our culture cannot be this silly. We cannot be this mindless, you know, and you don't love me. Get out of here. I was blown away.
Oh my
That I
god,
say
yo.
that. I was blown away. I cannot believe it. Out of all the things to say. So, I don't know.
And
But
they probably still together.
this, she said the friend was terrified, crying, recording. Exactly, Chris. You don't love me enough. You never shot a gun at me. Exactly, AZ.
God.
You know. And I used to have a friend like that. Like, she felt like her guy wasn't, he didn't care about her if they weren't arguing or tussling or something. I'm like, what? Why would you want to have that stress
For
all
real.
the time? Why would you want to put your kid through that kind of stress watching you argue all the time?
Yep.
Because they learn from that. Hey, Lola.
These people is crazy and kooky in their head, man.
Ex-
For real.
Exactly. Hold on. I think I want to I want to play this that I put in our chat the other day, and it says this woman found out from her spouse's side chick that he was cheating, and she laid down a new set of rules for their household. When I read the caption, I was like, "What? You said that you laid down a new set of rules for your household? What does that mean?" So then I listened to it. Okay, so here we go, y'all.
Want to do outside this house because to this point it has worked. Hard for me, great, because I love you. I never wanted to not be with you. I never wanted to be without you. I wanted to do life with you. But in the process of all this happening, you a liar. You got to a and I had to hear from this what our relationship was about. No, we not no more. I want to see other people. You act like you're the only fucker in this relationship that other people want to. No, we no. Let's be real. Let's. So what we gonna do is we gonna stay together. We gonna have a beautiful life together for the rest of our lives. We gonna continue getting money together. We gonna continue raising this little girl together. We gonna have a fabulous home. We're gonna love and take care of each other. I'm a other people, and I hope you do too. Oh, Jesus Christ! And we will never ever talk about it. Don't bring me no babies. Don't bring me no diseases. But we gonna do what we want to do outside this house because to this point it has worked. All right for me, great.
So what do y'all think about that?
She dumb as hell.
Because she said so, but the end part is what got me because she said, "Well, so far it's worked," because she didn't know, and she thinking that they have a wonderful relationship.
I'm weak. Damn.
That was key, right? But I mean, she
I
was.
feel like if I gotta be in a relationship with somebody and we fucking other people,
Mhm.
why should I even want to be in a relationship with them?
Right. Just why not just be single at that point?
Well, she said because they continuing, they making money together. I don't know if they have like a business together or whatever, but they got a kid together. And she's saying that, okay, well, since that's how you want to do it. But see, for me, I feel like you are waiting for the volcano to erupt because you know that that man is not going to be able to handle knowing that you out screwing somebody else.
Right.
They're not going to be able to handle that.
And she might not be able to handle it either.
Mhm.
Once it starts happening.
Mhm. And you know about it. So every time he go out, you're going to be thinking you see somebody. It's like, what was that old movie, War of the Roses, remember? They couldn't leave
Mm-hmm.
us, and they ended up tearing because they didn't want to, split the house or sell the house, and they had all of this money. They ended up tearing the whole house apart.
That's
She
crazy.
said, Spark said, it can't be that wonderful if he's stepping out. She's delusional. Yeah, men can handle that. Women choose. They can't handle that. Hey, Wendy. Hey,
Hey, the
Hey,
Wendy.
the Wendy.
Hey, Eastside.
so it was like, I don't know, that kind of
I
thought
personally
process.
think that's too much work for me.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know. Like, if we gonna be together, we gonna be together. If we got a business we doing, okay, you get your shit, I get my shit, and then we'll still do business. Like, but I can't. That's too much work for me personally.
Yeah. Too much stress and like just
Hey,
so
nice
many other
day.
people
90s, baby.
involved and health risk and baby potential. It's just too much at that point.
Hey, Queen
Yeah,
CAZ. He's saying Queen Lotus, shoot baby.
I ain't shooting at you.
Oh no.
Az King was my YouTube husband, but he divorced me.
He
I'm
divorced.
weak.
Hmm.
Nah, he's saying that y'all back together. Ain't nobody quitting nobody. Love him.
I'm weak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like for you to have that thought process, you know how some people say,
Hey,
"I'm
90s.
gonna love
I'm
you forever.
sorry.
I'm gonna love you forever, no matter what." So, would it even matter if you living together and you get to see it up front all the time? Does that make it okay for you?
I don't know about love anymore because my ex told me he'd love me forever, right? He told
Mhm.
me he'll love me forever, but we not together. What's the problem? If you love me forever, why are we together?
Right. Hey, Drig.
Hey,
This
Drake.
is love is weird now. It's weird. Hey, Dick Drick TV.
So you're right. Love is kind of weird.
It is to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like nothing lasts forever, but uh, I don't I don't know. Like y'all said, it's like love is complicated because I don't want to look at it like that.
Mhm.
Hmm.
But it's just I like if I'm with somebody for 32 years, ain't no way at that point I'm trying to get a divorce. Like, no, thank you.
Mhm.
Right, right. I'm supposed to start all over again after 32
Yeah,
years.
right.
Eddie Kane, what's up, Eddie Kane?
So
Uh,
then I guess
Hi,
that
Eddie
whole like we could
Kane.
live together and still be a union and figure it out and we can do our own thing. That
mhm.
would probably be an option at that point, but like early on, no.
Right. Right. Because you don't want to think about starting over or moving on the older you get, because then you feel like you're a failure at what you did. You wasted your time. All of that. And I don't know if y'all ever read those. I'm trying to think of the art. I cannot think of the author right now. But he used to make those like down low books, and storylines and stuff. And
Zane books?
huh,
Those Zane books?
I don't know. It was Zane and it was another guy that used to make them. Oh, I can't remember his name. But hey, Big Dog J-Ski. So he was writing about this lady that had been with her husband for like 30 years. Their kids are grown. They had like a really um nice living. Like he was an executive. He used to go and, on trips, without her, like work trips all the time, and of course they would golf and stuff like that, right? Well, they had this house that was, like a beach house or whatever in another state. And she just decided, well, he's at his, work trip. I'm gonna go there just to relax and chill. So she ends up going there and she's like, what's this car doing here? It was like a rental. So she goes inside, puts her stuff down, and she's like looking through the house like nobody's supposed to be here. But then she thought, well, maybe one of her kids came up. So as she's looking around, she hears something from one of the bedrooms. And she goes inside, and there's her husband with his business partner, who is also a male.
Bro,
And
what?
time, look, I'm about to mess Lexi's world. So every single time that he was saying that he was going on a business trip with his partner, and his business partner, he was really with his business partner.
Who
And
was a man? And they
he
was
was saying, yes.
Ooh.
And
this is
he was
crazy.
like the way he was writing it, she was distraught. You don't want to think about starting over after you've been with somebody for that long. But I don't see myself staying either.
And where were those signs at for her? Like, oh my God. You see what I mean, you guys?
Right. Baby says she ignored the sign. Yeah, something was happening. Something was definitely happening. And I don't know. It was a little, that whole story, you know, at that time when everybody was talking about people being on the down low and all of that, it was little. Sorry, Lexi. Oh Lord. Rick said, "What's the longest relationship y'all been in?"
Mine was
Uh, de-
10 years.
define relationship. No. That's weak.
10 long, 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 long years.
Ain't Coop. I was about to say 7. What the? Yeah, mine is probably 10. Misha, how long you been in one? Or
Was 3.
3?
Yes, ma'am.
Chris said 7. Coop said 7. What about you, Drake?
Yeah, you
Explain.
asking us questions. She caught that nigga with some strawberry Carmax. That's enough right there. Real get original, no flavors.
90s, baby, you stupid. Drake said 5. Spark said 14. That's what's up. So here's my question. The people that you were in the relationship with, are you still with them? Or would you ever go back to them?
No and no for me.
No and no for me.
I'm weak.
Lexi, would you?
Hell no and yes.
Hell no.
I mean, this guy, it's a couple of guys right now that's on my ass, y'all.
Mhm.
And I don't want no parts of any of them. And not to be nasty or bitter or anything. I'm just really enjoying my time by myself. I just feel like relationships nowadays is too much work.
Mhm.
And I agree.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Mhm. And some of it too is because I don't know, it's because this drill scene came back up again, and people want to be a thug, they want to be this hard person, knowing that they not, right? But that's crazy. Like some of these older guys that I see around here, then you got a big dumbass earring and you got all these big chains on. Go sit down, please, sir. Just go sit down, cause that's insane. But then you want to call the police if they try to carjack you while you out here with a drop top or something.
I ain't trying to go to jail trying to find no love. Fuck that shit. I'll stab a motherfucker. Like, I ain't got the
Oh
patience.
my God. At this rate, I'm gonna find me a pen pal. They got all the time in the world to serenade me and tell me what I want to hear.
Exactly.
Pen pal.
That's right. That all them love poems and shit. I hear that, Lexi.
Yeah.
Send me a kite.
Right.
Oh,
Send me a tape of those love songs.
right.
He said, "Can we find love nowadays?" Or
Like they ain't gonna skip a beat. You gonna have a letter for your
Tony D.
birthday,
What's up,
Valentine's Day.
Tony?
mhm, it's true. So here's my. Now that we said that, roses are red. Really, Eddie Kane. What is like a gift from someone that you will be insulted by?
What'd you say? Say that again.
What's a gift from someone that you will be insulted by them giving you?
A gift with no thought to it, like especially if like I'm living with you and you like claim you know me. To give
Mhm.
me just any old thing is like I would rather you not get me anything at all.
Mhm.
I'll be mad if you get me some socks or some shit like that. Like,
Some socks.
I'll try to choke you with that shit.
Like what the fuck?
Fuck you buy me socks for?
I don't know. I agree with both of y'all.
I don't know. Like
But and I'm
Go
you said what?
ahead. Go ahead, Lex.
I'm more of like I like sentimental things. Like it's the little stuff. It's not really like, oh, you got to give me a Gucci purse. Like, if you got me a card that had like a really nice saying in it with like a gift card to, then that would mean more to me than, you
Mhm.
just ran to the grocery store and got a teddy bear. Like, what? I don't even like teddy bears.
Exactly. And like I'm kind of like that. I'm very very simple. So like if you know how to draw and you just drew me a picture,
Right.
I'd be great
Right.
with like something that you can keep forever and be like, remember when and this such and such a
Yeah.
birthday, and even with like my kids and stuff, I tell them I don't want you don't have to buy me anything. They all get together and they'll make me a card. They'll put their own little touches on it and their own little sayings in it because they know that that's what I like, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I like flowers and stuff like that, but I'm extremely simple. As long as you put, like you said, put some thought into it, I'm great. But
Right, like 90s baby said, what about six new spark plugs for your car that's going to have your radio and AC working on point? Like,
hell
it
I
could be
hate
something that somebody needs, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? At the time, you know.
I'm sure. I'd be like, my boo got me some
Or I'm
AC.
the type too,
Oh,
like, right, right, for real. Pay a
so
That's
bill or
real
two.
thoughtful. Yeah. Oh, oh, wait, somebody calling me.
Hey,
Yeah.
okay.
but you're right though. I mean, sure, '90s baby, bring it on. I'm all for that. Baby, I got your car detailed and you made a card that has some sentimental stuff in it, and you made me some dinner. Guess what? I'm happy after that. That's a lot.
I
You
think
know.
flowers for me.
Yes, I love flowers though. I do.
I
I
love
don't
flowers
like
too.
flowers.
You don't like it?
No.
I
What?
love flowers.
I love
I think
flowers.
it's a very beautiful feminine gesture. Like, I
No,
like
because you're going to end up throwing them away like 3 days after.
Well, now if when I put the aspirin in it and do all of my things, for
Right.
it to last.
'Cause I'm all for that.
I love Keep Sweat. I ain't gonna
Sorry, I had
tell
that
y'all
kitty
about.
phone.
I love my Keep Sweat boy.
I
Yeah,
see.
I
that's my ringer, Sparks. Don't be laughing at me.
I don't want to talk about Keith Sweat. Oh my God.
They're not the aspirin.
He just
Aspen keeps
be
your
begging.
roses alive, Eddie.
Keith Sweat be begging and begging
Hey,
and
can I ask y'all a follow up question on the question that y'all answered about how relationships are too much work? Like, what's so much work about it?
hmm,
No,
Like
we
that
were
it
saying
wasn't
like,
that it wasn't before, that it wasn't, because I felt like they always been a lot of work.
no, we were saying when she said about the dude cheating
mhm,
and the woman still being there. That's too much.
right.
Oh, okay, I thought you guys were saying that like nowadays relationships
I
are
was
just too
saying that. I was saying nowadays, it was just easier to me, maybe because it wasn't so much temptation, like with social media.
Mm,
Actually, like not only social media, social engineering affecting people's minds and making them feel a certain way about relationships. Prior to that, it was much more easier to be in a relationship and much more people were much more receptive to it and to each other. But
mm,
since now we have all of this outside stuff with social media, these reality shows, or it's like it's dictating people's mindset to a
mhm,
certain degree.
yeah.
right. And it's also like your perception of who you want to be with, the person that you actually like. It's gone away from your personality. Not saying that you gotta date somebody that's, like a toad or anything like that, but it we wanted to get to know people. You wanted to understand you know, what they do every day, what their likes and dislikes were, and now it's all about if you got a fat ass, so I'm coming to see what you talking about, girl. You know what I'm saying? What
Yeah.
that mouth do and all this other nonsense. That's crazy because what's gonna happen to your ass in 20 years? You know, somebody may be very pretty now, and then as they get older, you like, oh dang.
Right.
You know, because when you see some of the people you were in high school with, you like, damn, what happened to
They
you?
look totally different now, right?
Right? You like life was hard, Lord. You know what I mean?
I'm
And
weak.
it's like you can't think about like the superficial things because they could be fine and have a terrible attitude. Now
A
what?
fact. Because I can't be around no fine dude and all he could talk to me about is absolutely nothing. Like, it's just like a waste of fucking time.
Mhm. Mhm. He said it depends on the chick's mindset. For me, that's right. And it's I remember when I was in like high school. I think I was a freshman or something like that. And this guy, he was a friend of my best friend's boyfriend. And he liked me and he wanted to talk to me and all this other stuff. This guy was so, oh my God, forgive me for saying, he was so dumb. He was fine. He was fine, fine. But he was so dumb. I was like, bro,
Listen, that shit don't mix.
can you
Mm-mm.
please have a conversation, sir? Please have a his he was so dumb. And I don't want to say that, and be mean, but it's true. They say if the shoe fit, he was so
Right.
fine.
I'm weak.
Though. The curly hair, he was really light. He had these gray blue eyes. He was really tall. He was a, basketball and football player, all of that. But he was just
My
dumb.
stalker had gray blue eyes, and
Mm.
I'll never talk to another gray blue eyed motherfucker again in life.
See? See? And it turns off and that's bad that we do that. Like if somebody that reminds you of somebody that you dislike, you know, you are like, I don't ever wanna
No, my stepbrothers is crazy. They got gray and green eyes. Like something's up with the gray green shit. Something's going. Something with the something with the hormones or something.
I'm
Cause my
weak.
stepbrothers got gray green eyes, and they both crazy as hell.
Yeah, I don't know.
But,
I don't know, y'all.
I think it's just I don't know. Maybe it's because things got out of hand. Like people was doing too much, and maybe God is trying to tell us like now y'all got to be more selective and be more careful.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying with who you dealing with. I don't know.
But it's like with that, it's like you can be selective and careful, but people change too.
They
So it's
do. They
like
do.
it's just the stress of it all.
That's why my ass is single,
Same.
Yeah, for real.
and I'm
It's
loving it.
almost like
I don't have no
it's safer
problem with
that
it.
way.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with being single at all.
Me neither.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually really enjoy it.
I do too.
It says a lot of good looking people are dumb. I've noticed they never had to worry about being intellectually attractive. That's true. That's true because they have gone so far with
But
their
they
look.
look
Yeah, it's true. And when you think about some of these people that are in Hollywood or, some of these people that are executives too, you're an executive just by face only.
Right,
Only.
right. Hey, Kamo.
Hey, K-Mo.
It
camo.
is trash. She said, I ain't gonna lie, the dating pool in 2023 is trash as F. Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
Yep.
yeah, it's true. And it's sad because you wonder where it's gonna go from there, right? How much further is it gonna go? So like when our kids are ready to date, what kind of pool are they gonna have?
Hopefully, a better one.
You would hope, but if you
I
look
mean,
at some of these people now and how they raising their kids,
Right.
Lord,
Oh my god, yeah, you got a good point there.
You see, Drake, I'm single and ready to mingle.
I think Hood starting the dating thing on Wednesdays.
Oh, he is gonna do it because
I don't know.
payroll ready for that.
Honestly, I feel like we just have to find qualified people. That's
Mhm.
really like,
And that's
and
hard to find on
it
YouTube because
is,
people pretend
yeah,
a lot on YouTube. They act like they're one way
right.
and they're really another way. Like I've seen that shit on my during my YouTube tenure. I've met a lot of people that did some shit that I would never think they would do.
Mhm. Mhm. It's true. That's the truth. I'm proud to be ugly because I know when someone likes me, it's real. Sparks, get out of here.
I'm weak. I'm weak. What? But it doesn't matter for men. Like they could be ugly. Like it's just more pressure on women.
Mhm.
In the words of payroll, what you look like. You know,
Okay.
we gotta deal with that
You
all the
decent.
time.
You decent.
I be telling people,
Right.
I tell people I look like how God wanted me to look like. Okay?
Y'all block this dude right here.
Sure.
Ooh,
That Mookie Henderson person.
Oh,
hold on.
oh, wait a minute. I think I'm in there. If I have I don't even know if I
He
have
got.
a what.
Yeah, he gone coming in
I
here with
got
that
him.
shit.
What is he talking about? Why you coming? Why am I getting trolled, y'all? Lord, where you at, Queen?
Oh yeah, I don't have a wrench on here.
I gotta give him. I gotta give you one. Hold on, let me get my other phone.
But I
Oh,
would have chopped his head off. Cha-ching.
I gotta give all of y'all wrenches on here.
Um, what y'all was saying? Y'all was calling me to answer something.
Trying to what I do my other phone so I can.
Yeah, they be trolling people. They silly.
I can't
That's a
stand.
really silly person that doesn't have. I feel so sorry for you, Mookie baby. Get a life. Get a life, boo. Yeah, Spark said he need a wrench and see.
No, keep on
And see you there?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, comment real quick, Queen.
My bad. I kicked myself out.
Okay, so I can.
I can't join it.
You can't join. You ain't here.
I gotta log in, I think.
You gotta use another phone, another device.
Okay.
What's the 5 reasons y'all think dating doesn't work out in 2023? Number one, ass. Ass is everywhere. Plastic ass, rubber ass, ass is everywhere. Number two, these songs nowadays don't say anything about love. There's barely any love songs at all. Number three, all these men be promoting just my men alone, men over bitches type of attitudes. Number four, the gay agenda. That is rampant all over the world. And number five, motherfuckers is never satisfied. They always looking outside of what they got.
I like that.
Hey, preach, queen,
I
preach.
agree.
Cause they always feel like the grass is greener on the other side. Then when they go, they want to come back and be like, "Oh,
No, don't come back now, ho.
right." Or also too, some of these guys are like community dick. Like it's just like, why would I want to be with like
A
be
lot of
with
them are
somebody?
narcissists too, like we keep talking about. Like
Yep. They
Yeah,
crazy as hell.
yeah,
they
they are.
narcissistic like a mother effer out here. It's a pandemic. It's a women and men. Like they're fucking narcissists.
Well, there go your 5, 6, 7.
Okay, I think you're good, Queen. Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good, Mama. I can chop you. Listen, you trolls. I don't have no problem making you a chat pack. I will chat pack your ass up. Okay.
Hey, Perk. What's my take on what you mean, Mo? On the 5 reasons? Well, I tend to agree with Queen because I feel like most men think the grass is greener on the other side, right? And then when they find out that it's not, they expect you to take them back. Well, baby, I was just testing. I didn't mean it. You know I love you, girl. Nah, fuck that. Get your ass out of here. You chose, and you lost.
Yeah, and don't come back when you see me lit and I'm booming. Like, don't come back when I'm up.
Exactly, and that's a problem because you didn't choose me in the beginning. You thought that it would be okay to have your cake and eat it too,
Yep.
and when you found out that that cake was moldy, now you want to come back to what you know and what you should have understood then, but you don't. You didn't. So,
Yeah, keep it moving because God showed me your colors before we got too deep in it. So it's all
mhm,
good.
Yep.
because I know that I'm one that I'm kind of, I don't know if it's my cancer spirit or what, but I'm one that you got one time to cross me, bro. One time, and it's
Yes,
over with.
sir.
It's over with. Especially in like a relationship or something like that. I'm not going backward.
At all.
You showed me. You know how Maya Angelou said, if they show you who they are, believe them. Oh, I believe you, and I sit and I pay attention most of the time for a reason.
Yeah.
Even on this internet street, because I can't sit and observe you, in person. I still sit there and listen to, what you're talking about on all of these different platforms. You know, I don't play all of that sneak this and stuff. I'm very straightforward. If I have something to say to you, I will say it,
Yep.
and I could really care less. It's my truth, is what I want to say. And most times, like friends, family, all of that other stuff, if you're not if you're not right in my space, then it is what it is. I'm not mean though, but I want to preserve my space. So I don't know. It really sparks us as a carrot cake.
My personal space is just very, very important to me right now at this time.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I don't need nobody um, um, penetrating my balloon that I got around me, protecting me with bullshit. Because then I'm gonna get violent. It's gonna make me get violent. Like that's just how I
Mhm.
feel.
Mhm. Yep. And they don't want none of this smoke for real.
Okay.
Because I think all of us are, for the most part, a little shorty. So you don't want none of this smoke. None of it.
Yeah, people be forgetting females is from the hood too.
Mhm.
We can get down and dirty when we get upset and angry, but we know
Mhm.
how to control ourselves.
That's true. I want to know this. This is my question for the men in the comment section. So, how is it okay for men to refer to women, including their significant other, as you a bitch, you a hoe, you a this, you a that? You can do all this name calling. But as soon as a female does it back, then it's like fighting words. The claws come out, it's over with. Why is that? I'm looking in the comments to see what y'all gonna say. Right, as long as I can record my thoughts and make my graphics, I'm good. I know that's right. I just have a that's my question. I don't understand it. Just in everyday conversation, a lot of men say, that bitch is that she a hoe, she a so and so, this or that. But as soon as a chick says he acting like a little bitch, that the record is scratched. What you
Oh,
mean?
girl. Oh, tell me
What
about
you
it.
mean? You said that to a guy?
I told the truth. Shoot.
Mhm. Chris said it's not that's toxic behavior and that's fighting words on a call. But I mean, it's like, this is everyday banter. With some guys, not all guys, but it's some guys. This is everyday banter for them. That's all they say all day. This bitch, this hoe, that, this so and so. But as soon as a female say, "Oh, you out of line. You're not supposed to do," but you say it all day.
Right, right. But if a female say it back to you, it's a problem now. Like,
It's a whole
who the
problem.
hell you think you are?
He said, "Yeah, fighting words are not necessary." Sparks said, "I don't call no one a bitch, but male bitch." I call a hoe a hoe though, male or female. I love Sparks. He's straight up. So, I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know,
I
y'all.
know whoever I talk to, what I'm mainly looking for is someone who's intelligent and someone who's mature. They have to have those two things.
Mm-hmm. It's true. And not all roads lead to the bedroom.
That's right.
You know, everybody, and that's part of like the dating pool right now too. A lot of men, that's all they care about. We want to, oh, look at you in that shirt. Oh, look at you in them pants. Oh, look at, come on, bro.
And then calling you, you just meet them. They want to talk, hurry up and keep talking, talking, so they can try to make their way into the bedroom. Like you could just feel it coming. Like get the fuck out
Mhm.
of here with that shit.
Mhm.
That
Or
shit is
when y'all first start talking and they be like, send me a picture.
Right.
I hate that.
Exactly. Like, what you need
send
to
them a picture of your
for?
middle finger.
That's
Oh
right.
my god.
That's right. Exactly. You know, and it's funny because like when I was in that whole dating pool, it was all about, oh, wait a minute. And you know sports too? Oh, hell no. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do it to you right. I promise. I promise. You're going to be wifey for real. I'm like, if you don't get your ass,
You sound
get out of here.
like children.
Everyone gets my respect until they lose it. Yep. Life's about respect. It's true. We need to say, see y'all. Really, Dre?
You
What?
still.
So you could drool over us?
It's on the thumbnail. There we are on the thumbnail.
We want y'all to listen. That's what we want y'all to do.
Right, right. Because it's not even about what we look like. It should be about our intellect, that we can have a conversation and that we all have knowledge in a lot of areas. Is it bad to ask for an unfiltered face pic in 2023?
No, it's not, but
It's not, but still,
we like
like
them.
some people take it too far. Those sparks. I be sitting here like, for real. I must just start doing what payroll does. He said, "This Queen Lotus. Who is this Queen? You see him?
Queen.
Is she right there?
I thought she was. Let me see.
Yeah, I seen them.
You know who that is?
You know,
Nope. But with a title like that, is
payroll.
nobody that I fuck with.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say your name out loud. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's what you're looking for. My question is to the ladies.
Now,
Why?
how do people know we're over here to come and troll?
Right. Don't come and troll us. We don't need the trolling stuff. Sparks said,
I'm not like that
no.
about the money. I don't ask men for money, honey.
They look like a sack of look like potatoes in that picture. What?
Y'all
Uh,
see K mode question?
let's see. My question is to the ladies. Why is it as soon as y'all start talking to a man, y'all start asking for money?
Oh, that's not me. We
That's
And
don't
not
do
me
that.
at all.
We don't
I
do that. That's not the type of chicks we are.
don't, mm-mm.
You gotta
I,
stop picking them chicks up off the gutter. You see them
Okay,
chicks
we
on
got
the
our
pole.
own money, baby.
You see them
I'm,
chicks on the pole. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay away from them type. Y'all gotta start picking out different type of women.
Exactly.
that's true.
Cause then y'all be going for these grimy ass women, and then thinking all the women are the same way, and we're not. Like people are different. I hate when people put me in the same category with everybody else.
He's talking
So
about, whoa.
here's my question to know as a counter to that. So you saying why is it that women ask for money when you meet them, or why is it that dudes ask for ass all the time? I
They
mean, so,
expect it. They don't even ask no more. They just be expecting it.
right, you take somebody out to dinner, so we going to your house after this? Hell no, absolutely not, sir. Absolutely not. I never had a female ask me for money. I only talk to work women, working women. Exactly. You know, I got my own shit, and
Yep.
I would
And I'm not used to asking my man for anything. Like if
at
anytime
all.
I had a man that was really down for me, like if I needed something, I didn't have to ask him.
Fact, fact. You
And
know.
if he needed something and I had it, he didn't have to ask me. So
Mhm. It's true, and that's when you know you have a partner. You know that you guys are paying attention to each other, and you are there to fulfill each other's needs. You know, 'cause I don't ask nobody for nothing.
Me neither.
me neither. I like to depend on myself. Like I'll never let me down.
Chris said, I don't ask. If it happens, it happens. Yep. If it don't, it don't. Exactly. And I try not to put myself in a position to have to ask somebody for anything.
Right.
And that's just me. Because I'll sit there and, everybody knows that I'm a sneakerhead or whatever. I'll sit there and be looking at that one pair of kicks like, damn it, I want it so bad. I'll eventually get it. But, you know, life's life. So you got to do what you got to do. As Spark said, right, I got my own house, land, and cars. Don't need them. That's right. That is the truth. And that's the worst thing because people get offended by you saying, what are you bringing to the table? Some people get offended by that. And I don't know. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't get offended by it because I got my own shit. But
Boy,
some
who is this?
Somebody that's about to get blocked.
what? Daniel, get off of
They
here.
can't even speak English. Get the dummy. Yeah, but
I
what was
can't.
what
I
we were
can't block
saying?
him.
I got you
Okay.
got. Don't you? Can't you do it to me, sis?
Um, what, I hold it down?
You click on the three buttons on the side of the person, and then you could do it. You see it in the post.
Mm-mm.
If you at the bottom, it should say more. You see at the bottom where it say more.
No.
You
Are
can.
you on YouTube in the comments?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you not in Streamyard in the comments?
Yeah.
Oh, you are in Streamyard in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should be able to do it when the next one come in. Let's see. Why you trolling me? I don't like that. I don't like the trolls.
They're not trolling you. Somebody that knows we're up here that wants to be a dick
Mhm.
and knows we're here is doing that. So I'm just blocking their ass. I ain't even gonna answer them no more.
Oh,
See?
Drake said I'm bringing myself to the table. I got him out, Drake. He out of here. First said I worked hard for my table. I don't need someone not contributing to the movement. Too many people looking for handles. That's
That's a
true.
fact. That's another problem with the dating pool.
That's true.
because you have men that ask women for money.
And you know how I post my shoes, right? Why somebody come in my DM talking about, hey baby, you gonna give me a pair of them?
What the
What?
hell?
If you don't get out of here, what?
He ain't too bold.
Bold, exactly. You bold. And see, if I was one to keep playing, and I'd be like, what you gonna give me? And all this other stuff. But I don't be playing, I don't have time to be playing around with people. I don't have the time to play around with people like that. Get your butt out of here.
That'll be all right.
It's true, you know. But I just feel like both parties should have something to bring to the table when you get together with somebody. You know, nobody should ever have. Well, I know me. I don't want anybody to ever have a one up on me. Like wait, what's Orange Juice Jones? Remember, I would give you with that same whatever you came here with.
You remember that song?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't want anybody to ever, say, when I met you, you didn't have nothing. And now you got all of this stuff. It's because of me. No, 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 no,
You
no,
sounded like a real life pimp on that song.
no. So I'm just saying, I don't want anybody to ever, ever, ever say that to me.
Me neither.
That's insane. That would really hurt my whole spirit. My whole little heart would probably be broken. OMC, I'm leaving and taking the table with me because I paid for it.
Yeah, we know OMC would do that. He had enough. He had enough of motherfuckers.
Like, really? You think you gonna eat on this tonight? Not tonight or tomorrow. I understand that. I get it. So yeah, I don't know what other topics y'all want to talk about. So you gotta let me know.
I forgot.
Because I know we had like a whole slew of topics and we went all off to the side and started talking about
I
other.
know Kaya wanted to talk about the King Von thing, but I can't remember the other topic.
Oh, yeah.
I
It,
know one thing that I was gonna make a video about.
uh-huh.
Always make the listen to the first reports because the first reports that came in about King Von being dead said that the police did it.
Mhm. That's true.
And
That
I
is
will never forget that because that was the first reports.
mhm. Yep. Because
And with D Thing too, they said the police did it. The first
with
report when D Thing got killed, they said an undercover cop killed him too.
really.
Yep, they said an undercover cop killed that Vaughn got killed by undercover cops. And then they said when D Thing died, they said he got killed by an undercover cop outside of that club.
Mm.
I have a very good elephant memory when it comes down to first reports.
Yeah, cuz
Yeah, because they were saying to send two police if they have to go to O Block. I remember hearing that.
mm. Yeah, I remember when King Von was killed that it was always about them saying that they didn't think Lil Kim let out that many shots. It didn't look like it from the video, even in all the angles. And they kept saying that Slutty was killed by the police officers, but Slutty had shot Lil Kim before he was killed.
Yeah,
And that the police, in doing all of that shooting, hit Vine because, they kept saying that he had two different bullets. It was two different caliber of bullets. So if Lil Tim had the one gun, where did the other bullets come from?
Did you see the aftermath, the hour long one?
Mm-mm.
Well, that I don't know if he was a I don't know if he was an off duty or what, but he was talking about it. He was like every bullet that hit Vaughn, like his body shook, cause you know that when he fell, when Quando was getting up, Vaughn was holding on to him,
Mhm.
and then that's when what's his name hit him, and then they picked Vaughn up and he fell again,
Mhm.
and then you can see all the blood and stuff in the back of his shirt. Then they picked him up again. I think they shouldn't have moved him.
That's what I think because they did when they were talking about the autopsy and the way that the bullets were hitting like his internal organs and stuff. I'm like, how I get all the way over there? You know, how I get all I don't
They said
know.
he got shot.
Yeah, Uncle. Oh, that's what that dude was saying. That
Mhm.
Tim was the one hitting Vaughn without him. Like he shot him about five or
I
six
think
times.
Vaughn felt somebody was shooting at him. That's why he was holding on to Quando Rondo for like a shield.
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
they were still shooting him. And I think the shooters was coming from the back.
They was
Right.
shooting him while Quando was
When
on
he was
him.
holding,
Yeah.
when he was grabbing hold of Quando, because you remember at first they were saying that Quando was trying to take his chain, and that's why Vaughn was holding on to him like, no, 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 you know, because that's kind of like disrespectful to take somebody's chain. So that was one of the
I don't
reports
think
that
that
I
was the reason why. I always thought it was because he was still getting shot at and he was
could
holding on to him like a shield.
could be.
Mm-hmm.
It could be.
Because he got
But if
shot
you
7 times, and the first reports never said that Vaughn got shot 7 times.
Nope.
if you look at the video when Muwap ran up the first time, Tim was pointing the gun at Vaughn while
Yeah.
Quando was on him, and then Muwap kind of ran back, and then he came back up, and that's when he
Mhm.
hit Muwap. I had to go
He
look at it
he, he
again
had
last night
he was trying to shoot the gun, but I don't think that gun could shoot that fast 7 times in that
because
spin.
the
Me
undercover
either.
police was running. They was chasing Slutty and Louie.
Yeah, but some it was probably other police on the scene. That's why they didn't try this case.
Right.
It was
I
other police on the scene.
I do feel like that's the reason why the case wasn't tried at all.
Yeah, because it's gonna come out that they killed him.
Mhm. Because we already know that they shot Slutty and they shot Louis.
Now he might have got shot by Quando by Lil Tim, but maybe that wasn't what killed him.
Mhm.
Mm.
I heard one report that he got shot 4 times and another 5 times. Yep, I did too, Chris. You look at
They
Von
never
Tiger,
ever told us that he got
like
shot 7 times.
right.
Just like they
What?
told us that Duck got shot 3 times, remember?
Yep.
At the first reports, they were saying he got shot 3 times. He actually got shot 16 or 15 times.
Mhm.
Cause his cut Balo said he got shot 8 times.
Right.
He said that.
But I don't know if they counting. You know, sometimes they count entry and exit, and it makes it more. You right, OMC. I did see that too. That they said Vaughn would have been paralyzed.
Yeah, you can see the blood out on his back, like his lower back.
Hey, Tyron. Perk, you right. So who shot 100K track?
Mm.
Who
And
said who 100K K track got shot? He
He
only said
said it.
he said it. Officer Francois.
Okay, it don't make sense to me. It's some.
That whole scene is like chaotic. Saltmore, hey, and why didn't anyone shoot Muwab when he was punched? Exactly. So how
because
come Muwab
I
didn't get
think
shot?
that Vaughn the man just came out and said the video just was released with one of the security guards saying it was set up right before he got there.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
who I'm talking about. They said Tim shot Bun about 5 or 6 times. Cause he said every time the bullet go went in Bun, his body would shake.
Mhm. But that's what I'm wondering. Like, how come So you just focused all your bullets on Vaughn, and you didn't even go for Muwab, who was coming over there to do
But
the
he
thing.
wasn't the
Vaughn,
only one shooting. That's why I'm saying the target was Vaughn the whole time.
right, right, right. Mm.
And then I don't understand, if Vaughn was asleep in the car, why would he tell them to go to that club?
Because Boosie called him and told him he was gonna meet him there.
That's what I keep saying. I knew I heard that Boosie was supposed to meet with him.
Boosie calls him. I think Boosie. Don't that make sense?
Mhm.
That he would turn the car around because Boosie said he gonna meet him there.
Yeah, but he sleep in the
Okay.
car.
He would listen when he was on his way back to the hotel from the first party they went to, the album release party. He was going back to the Airbnb.
Right.
Somebody called him
Right.
while they was in transit, and that's why he turned the car around and went to the hookah lounge.
Right.
And that person is allegedly Boosie, and I believe it was Boosie.
Mhm. And he was in there like chilling, taking him a few Z's until they got there. And then that's when the whole Quando Rondo thing happened. You right, Spark. Somebody did say on the radio that Officer Francois was down.
Yeah, but it was two Francois there. It's
Yeah,
been
it was a
proven.
police there that was, they called that too when it first started. Like,
Mm.
you gotta go watch the footage, the like hour and 15 minute
So
long footage.
another officer got shot, like a
Well, I don't
officer
know. I
got.
don't think he got shot. I know he was maced.
Oh,
Cause when that police camera got there, he was getting in a car. They was putting him in the police car.
oh.
Right. It was proven that it was two Francois on the scene. Now,
Mm,
um, that's right though, what you just said though. Because they said Officer Francois.
Yep.
mm.
They didn't say Francois by itself.
Right.
So who was the fucking officer, Francois? You the one that said you got shot in the leg. The other one didn't seem to have gotten shot.
Mhm.
The other Francois that was on the scene.
No, he wasn't shot. He was maced.
Wow. Hmm.
But yeah, you gotta go watch it and listen to that security guard up there, because he said he was sitting out there and he saw the whole thing.
Yeah, they all be knowing what's going on. And let me tell you, when I look, I was going to talk about this too. When I look at all the rappers that's getting killed, there's always up and coming rappers that could have been this, that just signed that would have been this. What if these dudes be threatened by them, passing them, surpassing them, and they be the ones helping to get rid of these new and upcoming superstar rappers, yo?
Spark,
Mhm.
you not lying, because that's 21 Savage Family Lounge.
Mhm.
And they were saying Dirk was there. Dirk was on the, well, not on the scene, but he was there because he got on live, and that's when everybody was telling him Vaughn was shot.
Uh huh.
And he was
They be
acting
jealous. I
surprised,
think
like,
they be jealous and they want to keep a certain, like the real talented ones. You know, because look, Blood Money was very talented. He signed his contract, boom, he was dead. Nunu, he signed his contract. He was about to get ready to release his album, boom, he was dead.
Mhm.
Duck announced that he was gonna be with a rap a lot, and 6 days later he gets shot dead. Like,
Mhm.
it's just too much of that.
Mhm.
And then they could always blame it on the streets because people be publicly beefing on these social media platforms. It's the perfect cover.
That's true.
I'm
That's
just saying hypothetically, like we will never really know because it could be one or the other. I wouldn't count it out.
right. Because in my opinion, I just feel like Vaughn was about to surpass Dirk, especially at that time.
And look at Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke was about to blow up. He gone. Chinks
Mhm.
Drugs. All these rappers. What's the other one from the north side over there in Chicago? Pappy.
Pappy. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And Young Pappy was really on his way.
Big L. Like it just seems like when they see these up and coming superstars come up,
Right.
it's too many of them dropping for me, not for people to be suspicious and just keep attributing that shit to street shit. No, it can't be.
Y'all see what Spark said?
Boss.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw him hanging up on Dirk the same night, and I do believe Dirk backdoor Von. I believe it because that went too
And
perfect.
mhm,
And then how everything played out, he jumped on live right after Von got shot, like he didn't know.
mhm. And I think that the separation between them two, and this is just me, I feel like they started to separate when they had that trial, because you can see Vaughn like, "Fuck is you doing? You know,
Yes,
what's wrong with you? Looking like you know." And Dirk was looking scared, like, "I'm gonna listen to my lawyer," and Vaughn looking like, "Nah, nah, nah." And you see when they were going to the back, Vaughn was like, "Nah, I'm waiting for him. We going back in together." you know. And I didn't think of that as like a brotherly kind of thing, like I'm waiting for my partner. I thought of that like, I want to talk to you right now.
yeah,
To
What was
me,
wrong?
Von Face was saying all through those pictures through that child was like he was discovering who he really
Mm,
was. That's
yep,
what it
yes,
seemed to me. He was discovering who Dirk really, what he was really about.
that's the part.
And it's very, very coincidental that they told them that they couldn't be in each other's presence.
hmm And my thing is, did the court tell you that, or did your attorney tell you that?
cause you know that lady, I guess they lawyer, Dirk lawyer, she was
Mm,
the same one on the news
yes.
when Dirk turned this was saying he was gonna turn himself in. She was one of the ones that when Von was going through that airport
Mhm.
and they checked him for something. I guess they had check his stuff. She was one there too.
Mhm.
That same white lady.
That same lady.
That
That
same
lady.
exact lady.
Mhm.
Yep. She knew who Vaughn was. That's why she was there. Because they wanted to identify him when he hit Atlanta. That's the way I took it.
Yep.
You right, Spark. You right.
Because he was like, they took a picture of my ID. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm. Sure did. And Chris, you right. Happy got back door. That's what everybody's been saying. That's sad though. You know. That's like that video that we see of the guy standing at the gate with his buddy and he turns his back and the guy shoot him in the back of the head. Like,
Yeah.
how
That
you
should
do
just
that?
remind me. That should remind me of Tupac. That Vaughn thing. It just like the dude just seemed like he was waiting right there to get jumped in. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's just so much alike to me, yo.
Right. Hey,
It's like they be using the same scenarios over and over again.
nothing about thinking you're about to get over. Um, I mean, that's true, K Mode. That's true. I mean, he probably didn't think of, Quando Rondo or Lil Tim as any kind of threat, And because he had this case, that could be why he didn't have a gun on him.
Yeah, but it was 50 dudes with him. Like, why
Right.
didn't one of the rest of y'all punch him in the face? Why
That,
Vaughn, why didn't y'all let Vaughn do it? Like, it just don't make sense to me. That's all. It don't make sense.
and we was just talking about this on Perk's page. Like, how come Muwab didn't have a gun? He ain't have no
For
gun.
some reason, they didn't have guns that night. Same shit with Tupac. For
Hmm.
some reason, they didn't have guns, and the ones that did have guns and was willing to shoot back, they got shot by the cops.
Yep.
How was that? How did that happen? Louis don't say nothing at all. He don't say one word.
Mm-mm.
I don't blame him.
It was something else I was gonna ask. I can't remember. Oh, what y'all think about Dirk and Von Mama?
Oh, I heard about that. I don't
What
know. I
happened?
didn't really
Oh,
feel
yes, I
too
did.
much.
Yes, I did. I heard about that. That's bogus. If that's what happened, were they trying to say this was before or after Vine?
After.
That's bogus as hell.
Some things I hear it just goes over my head. Like unless more information comes out to prove it, like some things I just think it's just out of hand. Like you're just going too far with it now. But you never know. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You never know. Cause I don't know. When you grieving or whatever, you just never. But I don't know, bro. Like, uh-uh.
A lot of people think that they got paid to be quiet, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, it's just so much going on.
What they say that's grimy. Vaughn was a serial killer. Him putting his guard down was too natural for him in a different city. Right. Exactly. But like everybody was saying that he probably felt comfortable because he was with his people. That he thought, if he got into something, they was gonna get into something. And because um he was the money guy, you
Yeah,
know.
but they wasn't that smart because if I'm with anyone and they're
Mhm.
the money person and I'm with them and I got their back, I'm not gonna allow them to get into any altercations.
Exactly.
Exactly.
If anything, they're gonna be far away from the altercations and somebody else is gonna take care of it. Not to wake somebody up out of their sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Over some, and especially over some nonsense. Like that was stupid.
And y'all
Reese
were
should have
men.
been there because he started all this.
Who?
Reese,
Oh yeah.
he started it on Twitter.
There's a whole bunch of men out there, that could have did that instead of waking him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He says that he's turning all the artists and people against him. Yeah. But now it's like he's the only one that's really out here uh making some, real hits out of Chicago that's big enough. It's just him.
The question is this: who didn't want to see Chicago turned up like that? Like, who was the ones that saw that shit coming and decided to put this murder shit in the middle of it and destroy the whole generation? Like,
Mm. Yeah.
because Chicago would have been turned the fuck up in a different way. You hear me?
You understand? And remember, we talked about this, Queen. I was like, can you imagine if Duck and Vaughn were able to, get over their differences and actually like make an album or something? Those two would have been able to turn a lot of people around and, like kind of squash some of these beefs out here. Now,
I'm
even
telling
though
you.
I know that Duck was in a different mind frame than Vaughn.
He was more mature and he was more
Yes,
cool because I think Duck didn't care what anybody else thought about what he wanted to do. He just did
right.
it. And I just wish Vaughn had that same quality at the time. Like that would have been so dope.
Mhm. And my thing is, so do y'all think? And I think we talked about this too, Queen. Do y'all think that Vaughn was trolling when he said that him and Duck had conversations before?
Yep,
You think he was trolling?
I do.
I think he was trolling, but I think he also revealed what he really wanted to do that he didn't have the guts to do without permission and from other people.
Mhm.
Because you have to think about something like that to do that. That's not just something that come up off the top of your head.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that because everything he did say was right, what he said. It was
Mhm.
absolutely right what he said. It would have brought a lot of peace to Chicago. Enough people had died. So he thought about that. It's just that he just wanted to please his friends instead of doing what he really was feeling in his heart. And I truly believe that.
Mhm. And uphold his, his reputation. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he had a reputation for being a demon in Chicago, and he didn't want to get rid of that. And he knew that that brought him more fame by him actually living what he rapped about. 'Cause you know
Mm-hmm.
how that's out there. People are talking about, oh, you a lame. you talking about all this other stuff that your friends were doing. You weren't doing none of that. But Vaughn can actually say that, these are true stories. These were things that he lived, you know,
Right,
not
because
that
it
moment.
wasn't only the opposition side that was dying. Their people was dying too
Right.
from shit that they was saying.
Yep.
So being the type of person that Vaughn was when it came down to his people, I'm sure he thought about that. I'm sure that ran across his mind. People are looking at it only through, oh, he hated Duck, but he loved his people, and a lot of his people was catching it too. Duck and them wasn't just, that other side wasn't just sitting down. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So a lot of people got killed for no fucking for that could have been saved.
Mhm. Yeah, I saw that Chris when BJ was laughing. But did you guys, when you saw this video of that scene, wasn't BJ like behind the car or something, looking like what the?
Yeah, he ran.
He he wasn't right there,
Nope.
and that's right.
Y'all kill me when y'all say he wasn't right there.
He wasn't, and because I was like, am I seeing this right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and nobody knows. Don't get me wrong. Nobody knows what they would do in that situation. Nobody. You know, and it's like fight or flight. You don't know which one you're gonna do. And when bullets are flying, your probably your first instinct, especially if you're a street person, is to run from the
Yep.
bullets. Versus, you're not the police. You're not gonna run to the bullet. So it was just kind of like, I know as much as people talk about, oh, you ain't do nothing to help your buddy, you lost the down, but when them bullets flying, and because I think I just, who I don't remember who I was talking to about the guys that was in the gas station on the south side over here, and they have it where everything is locked except for that one little spot with the cashier, and somebody came and sprayed it up, and they hit the security guard. The two guys died. It was only one person that survived, and they kept saying, "Oh, you pulled your friend in front of you, and you used him as a shield."
Yeah, I seen
You
it.
know, and it was like when bullets flying though, was his friend already hit when he pulled them? You know, we don't from the looks of it up top from this camera, it didn't look like his friend was dead yet, but he died quickly. So you never know what you'll do.
Yep.
You never know. Sparks said the government wanted murder music to go big, but black market wins with all the deaths and the body parts, and so the prison systems with all the people getting, yes, absolutely, and it ends up being a money game with lives, right? That's what it is. You
It's
playing
a
with people's
spiritual
lives.
war. It's a spiritual war. That's what it is, and it's in the Bible. We was gonna experience spiritual warfare with wicked people in high places. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And that's what's taking place right now. Like nobody's looking at the severity of this as a whole because people have split it up into that's Chicago, that's New York, that's Memphis, that's Texas. No, it's an attack on us as a whole, as a people.
Right.
And that's how they always get us to not see shit for what it is because they keep people separated and they
Mm.
can't see the whole goddamn picture.
Mhm. But that makes us silly though too, because we don't see it either.
Mm-hmm.
As a people, we don't see it that they separating us, and we don't get it. Like when we talk about slave times, and you talk about the slaves that was in the house versus the slaves that was out in the field. The slaves in the house took on the mentality, "Oh, I'm better than you. Go on out there, go in the sun, go do whatever." You didn't think about, hey, if we come together, we got a revolution. We'll win. We will win. And then
Nope. No.
like you felt like you were better than them because you were in the house.
Like I never looked at what was going on anywhere on any news broadcast or anything and say, "Oh, that's another state." Like I'd be like, "Oh shit, that's black people."
Mhm.
You see, you feel me? Like I never be like, "Oh, that's them people over there and over there in that place." No.
Right. Tyra said Duck worked hard for years to become an established artist. Vaughn just fell upon an opportunity. That was the difference. They probably would not have ever did music together different motives. Yeah, I understand that too. And like Queen said, Duck had he was more mature in his way of thinking, you know, and Vaughn just wasn't there yet.
Cause you hear Duck, he was scolding them one time, and he was like, "Y'all some dumbass little boys. Y'all just don't want to grow up." He said
Mhm.
that out of his mouth.
Mhm.
So it was like he was maturing around all these people all by himself. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
there was people on his side that didn't like that he did Chicago Legend,
Right.
but
And,
not thinking about how much weight was on his shoulder. By that time, he had lost 18 friends.
right. And you see what Take Capone was saying, that I lost respect for him. I had respect for him when he made that song, but then I lost respect for him when he came around and did Dead Bitch. Well, I mean, you trying to feed your family, right? And technically, it's just words, whatever. But why, if this is an industry thing, and you out of all people should know that this is an industry thing for what people want to hear, and what they'll tolerate in between. You know how people say, "Oh, that whole tape was busting," but if you got some songs in the middle that people really kind of not feeling, then they skip around, right? So Tay knows that that's an industry thing. It wasn't
Not
necessarily.
only that, he was unfair. He was biased because
Mhm.
you didn't say nothing about your friends continuously dissing Duck and calling him a bitch for making that song and not
Mhm.
extending the olive branch back that could have helpfully stopped a lot of people from dying. So you
Mhm.
can't blame Duck for turning around and trying to go back at these people when he was trying to make peace and they were steady disrespecting him and his dead family members.
Mhm.
Not only his dead friends, but family members as well.
Mhm.
So why does everybody was expecting for Duck to shut up and take all that shit? Like he was one that didn't take no shit either.
Mhm.
You understand?
Yeah. Yeah. And I just feel like, the industry has, you know, they dangle money in front of us, and it has been for a while. Just like we talk about the government, we were talking about, the PPP loans and all this other stuff, and this president gave it to us, and they gave us opportunities, but what did we do with it? It don't even matter the opportunity that you got. What did you do with it? And a lot of people didn't do anything productive with it. They went and bought them some Amiri jeans, some Gucci shoes, a Gucci belt, bought that girl a Birkin, probably put a little money on a car that they don't even have anymore. And your girl not with you no more because you don't have no more PPP money. You
Yeah,
know.
I just be listening to them on these panels when they be talking that stupid ass fucking dumb gang shit. I be like, damn, y'all sound stupid as fuck to me.
Mhm.
Y'all put a lot of energy into this shit, and it's nothing but destructive to us as a people. And y'all be real proud to just keep getting up there defending that shit.
Mhm. And
It's
how you
stupid.
don't see it though? How how is it that you don't even see it, that you get pissed off when somebody talking about your dead friend or your dead partner, whatever. But then you turn around and do the same thing and try to do something to top what they just did. So how does that make it okay? How does that make it fair?
I don't know. It's just like they slow. It's just like I'm looking at a bunch of retards. That's how I feel.
Mhm.
Like y'all
Mhm.
all retarded.
Yeah.
Y'all all retarded. That's all y'all know. And y'all not brave enough to move into the next phase of life, so it makes you look like a bitch.
Mhm.
Understand? Because you're stuck in ignorance and you're comfortable there.
Mhm.
And you spewing that fucking ignorance and that cowardice all over amongst the community, and we got to deal with that shit. When you instead of you being accountable for being who the fuck you're supposed to be, stand up and be a motherfucking man.
Mhm. And it's sad when you see like a lot of these guys that, got deep into the street and ended up dying and all this other stuff. It's like they could have been some of anything. They're talking about who was really good at basketball, who was a baseball player. This person was a football player. They showed a video of Vine tumbling like the Jesse White tumblers. Like, how? how did you have all of these talents, right? And the best you could do was go out here and shoot at people, and you thought it was okay. You almost starving yourself because you out here. You can't be out in your mama house, so you out in the street with your buddies. Y'all living in the trap. You sitting up here robbing people for pennies on whatever to walk around with somebody's watch that you can't really sell, and then you going to McDonald's. You robbing people for pennies. It's pennies. But you have all these other talents that you didn't even explore or continue on with. And so now a lot of them, the only place they can go is rap. But then your raps are all about dead people. So now you got to worry about somebody shooting at you. I just saw something on IG. The guy was talking about people blowing at him, but you didn't get me though. I was like, what? Just
Oh,
let
it's people
what?
that got shot. Well, it was one that got shot 10 times and once in the face, and he was in the fucking hospital, or in his hospital bed, talking about, but I'm still alive. I'm like, you sick motherfuckers, yo.
And when he got
Where's
out,
your
he
mother
put
at?
a whole video, him and his family. I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
I saw that.
Why would you do that? Hey Hood.
What's up, man?
I don't. Oh, hey, Hood. I didn't even see him.
Mhm. So you protecting child killers, bragging about killing. Yes, it's true.
These motherfuckers be mentally ill.
You know, and if you, so I, like when we was talking about yelling, what he was saying about him being 19, 13, 14, 15. We was what he say? He was knocking them down. What?
Yep.
Where they do that at? So you mean to tell me that you were 19 and you were okay with messing with somebody in 8th grade?
Mm-mm-mm.
You were okay with that? I don't. I mean, I know a whole bunch of people from the hood. They weren't trying to mess with no 8th graders. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? It was too many people close to their age. You know, talking we was busting them down. What?
Yep.
It's different if somebody lied to you and they said something to you. But if you knew this person is in grammar school, but they about to graduate, I'm gonna bust her down because she a thought, she a hoe, she a whatever. It's still a kid though. It's still a kid, and I don't know how you fix your mouth to say that, and I don't know how people were sitting there and they were agreeing with him.
But they ain't got no boundaries.
Now, once you get older and you 33 and you messing with a 23-year-old or a 25-year-old or whatever, hey, it is what it is. Y'all all grown. You grown. Yes, OMC. Spark said we don't play that pedo shit here in the Pacific Northwest. They get bodied out this. Well, they should.
They bodied a couple up here too.
They should. Yellow was saying it's like it was commonly accepted. Yeah, people did it. Don't mean it was right. Exactly. And it's like it was commonly accepted by who though? Did this little girl, 14-year-old girl's parents know that you was busting her down? Did your mama know you was busting her down?
And then he threw a billionaire black in it too.
Right. You want to name other people, and that's the part though too. Like you get caught doing some bullshit, and you want to say, well, me and my homie was doing it to get it, to get
Yeah.
whatever off of you. You don't want it to be all on you. Me and my homie was doing it.
He weird. I don't see how nobody even look at him.
Well, I would have a problem because I'm trying to comfort your ass. You messing with my baby at that age. Come on, man.
Yeah, he's
Mm-mm-mm.
sick.
I don't even want you looking at my kid at that age. And I don't even get it like when Um, some men look at their sons and be like, hey boy, you know, until it's, Your son is 14 and he done got some 25-year-old pregnant. Then what? Now she a tester, child molester. That's what it is.
I
It's
know these goddamn women be in these schools sexing down these little boys. Like people don't have no boundaries no more. Like that was unheard of
I was
when
just
I
gonna
was in
say that
school.
it's teachers getting caught pregnant by these kids.
hmm
But anyway, y'all, I'm about to step down.
Okay.
I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. So
Yeah, we got to get the kids ready for school, but we had our little piece. We said our little piece today, and we appreciate everybody for coming in. Exactly, Dro. Exactly. I'm staying away from you. When I was 19, I was going for 25. Exactly. And clap though, no lie. So I appreciate y'all for, stopping by. And we finally got Misha up here to hang out with us today. Thank you, girl.
You're welcome.
thank you. See y'all later.
All right.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna put everybody's page in the description. So make sure you subscribe to all of us. We the Only the Ladies Network. We travel around to each of our pages to show each of our pages some love. Bless everybody with a little bit of love, and we'll have different topics as we continue to go on. So again, don't forget about us. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all stopping by.
Love y'all.
Love y'all later.
Later.
Later.